Last week, I arrived in Pecos, the first of many airports I'll visit in Texas. In this episode, I make the lengthy flight from the barren West Texas over to the more green and populous Central Texas. Breakfast at the hotel was included and quite good. While I was eating in the cafeteria, an old geezer with a cane walked in and sat down at a nearby table. The woman in the kitchen knew him by name and brought him a cup of coffee without even being asked. He threw down a $5 bill. After a few minutes, he looked over at me. "You in oil?" "No." "You a terrorist?" "You mean Antifa?" "Yep." "No." "You of the conservative persuasion?" "Yep." "I like your shirt." "Thanks." He had a small pile of newspapers, Buffalo Gap Roundup News, published in Buffalo Gap, Texas, a bit over 200 miles to the east, just outside Abilene. He gave me a copy. It's mailed to subscribers all over. "Serving Conservative, Once Silent Americans," its subtitle read. Depending on your political bent, you might want to burn it or subscribe. Or send subscriptions to all your liberal friends just to see their heads explode.
All right, so
Pecos Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1227 Zulu. Weather. Wind 360 at 4. Visibility 10. Ceiling 8,000. Broken. Temperature 19 Celsius. Dew point 14. Altimeter 3015. Remarks. Lightning distant east.
Man, the winds change around here just constantly.
I got to the airport nice and early, but procrastinated a bit due to some clouds and nasty-looking weather. Although it looked a bit menacing, I eventually took the plunge.
Constantly. So... yeah, I think I'll just take off runway 9 and head out east. Because the winds were 110 just a couple minutes ago. From 110. There goes nothing. Pecos traffic, Luscombe, 1813 kilo, taking off runway 9, departing out to the southeast, straight out Pecos. Alright, all the instruments look good.
Sir, your Pecos winds are out of the direction 360 at 04 knots, sir.
Yeah, it's a pretty mild crosswind, and it seems to be a little bit variable, so I'm just going to take off in the direction that I want to depart. Appreciate it, though. See you later, Ace. Thanks again.
Yes, sir, Jay. Thank you for coming in. We'll see you next time, sir.
Sounds good. All right, we're straight out here. Almost. Yeah, the clouds stress me a little bit. But the thing I think I need to remember here is that we're talking about such a massive scale. I see these clouds, but, you know, those are probably...
Hands traffic, pipeline 2910 to the northeast, 3,400, going to be doing low-level careening northeast of Phil for about 15-20 minutes on hands.
Those are probably 5,000 or 6,000 feet. Those in the distance, that's probably 100 miles away. So...
Just after I landed yesterday, a Cessna 420 pulled up next to me on the ramp in Pecos. The pilot walked over and we chatted for a bit. He was flying a politician around who was campaigning. He told me he kept his personal J-3 Cub at the airport in a place called Castroville, just west of San Antonio, and that there were a number of retired pilots doing lots of work on their planes each morning. Sounded like a nice place to visit, and I'd need fuel, so that was my first target of the day.
Now we're getting some ADS-B. Maybe the problem was I was on the ground and couldn't pick up any ADS-B receivers. There we go. So it's cool to be starting to use the ADS-B, take advantage of it for the first time here, to see where there could be weather. Although that doesn't just tell you where there's clouds, it tells you where there's precipitation that the radar waves are bouncing off of. So, you know, if there's light precipitation, it doesn't really matter, I can fly through it. Plane will get a little wet, but that in and of itself isn't a problem, so I don't care about that. Obviously I care about the red ones, the orange ones, because that's heavy, possibly thunderstorm kind of activity, and you got huge convective activity that can shoot me up and spit me out, so I care about that. But the other thing that I worry about, that I'm not comfortable with, is just clouds in general and the fear of flying into one. So this is kind of fun. I see these two clouds up here with rain, and I can look straight ahead here and I can see the rain. And I'm pointing straight at the middle of it, and I can see it's a little more transparent, but I can see off to the right, there's rain, and off to the left, there's rain. So, looks like it's telling the truth there. But I can see the horizon beyond there. So the cloud, that's definitely the cloud well above where I'm flying. So I'm not going to fly into a cloud. That's not a concern. The concern is if there's heavy rain, there's convective activity and it could shoot me up and spit me out. So I want to avoid heavy rain. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of filling in the middle there and raining in the center. So there's no reason I should not be able to fly through that safely. I can verify what the ADS-B is telling me, and if I go straight ahead there, I can see the hill or the horizon beyond those clouds, so I'm not going to be flying into a cloud. And then beyond that, beyond just this row of clouds right here, it's not showing radar beyond that. And off to the left, there's one tiny spot that's a little heavier. So I'm just going to fly. What I can see here is probably the lightest area of rain. So this has already taken me off course a little bit to get through this lightest spot, but frankly I don't care because I'm not too excited about flying through a cloud anyway, or not through a cloud, but through weather. We'll see how those cameras, yeah, they should be fine. React to the rain. Alright, I do feel much better that I can see the horizon well beyond the cloud there. And it's like a heavy spot is developing, just one pixel over here, and I think I can see that exact spot that's showing up on the ADS-B. Right there, that dot. And I think I can see it right there at, I don't know, about 10:30. So, that's pretty neat. Pretty cool. Slowly making my way to these clouds. So that's actually, so that distance ring is telling me that's like 12 miles away. Actually, I didn't really need ADS-B for this, because I can clearly see what's going on out the window there. I'm sure there are cases where it's really useful to an experienced pilot. For me, it's just sort of reassuring since I'm clueless. Although, I definitely can see what's going on out the window here. Looks a little heavier there. That's that red dot. Yeah, that must be the orange. Off to the right there. Truthfully, I might fly through the center here and not get a drop on me. But it's definitely dumping over there. So 2,500 RPM, 84 knots, that's about my regular cruise speed. So if the knots become more favorable during the day, then, and I'm at 2,500 RPM, I'll make up a little time and go over 100 miles an hour. So yeah, you got a million places to put it down around here. You got dirt roads all over creation, connecting all the oil wells. 3,500 feet. This is by far and away the lowest I've cruised on the trip, both MSL and AGL. Yeah, this is not going to be any problem at all. I'm actually feeling a little bit encouraged about the clouds at the moment. And I'm cruising just about hands off here, 3,500 feet, 2,500 RPM, oil pressure's good, oil temperature's good, 101 miles an hour indicated, 84 knots over the ground. So yeah, at this point, I'm completely ignoring my course. My track is well south of it, just because I'm trying to avoid the rain here. Oh, I feel a few little bumps there. Showing a downdraft of 500 feet a minute there. But my altimeter's not changing. Well, it'll catch up maybe. Yeah, maybe just a little bit there. Just pull up just a touch. And again, I don't really need to look at the ADS-B. So yeah, my course goes right through the heavy rain there, but my track is south of it on purpose. And the sun is hitting. Oh, is that the sun right there? Oh, if that's the sun, wow, it's way up already. Heck, I couldn't even tell that it had risen because of all the clouds. Cool. Oh, it's nice. So at some point here, probably not too far from now, possibly, it's just going to blast through. And the truth is, I could have taken off earlier if it wasn't for the clouds, because it would have been much, much lighter. We're getting there. We're getting to the clouds. Heavy rain's over that way. Yeah, so this will be interesting here. Because I think I may get wet here. But the heavier stuff is right there. That's a big clear spot. Here's a little bit of rain. And a good bit of a gap here directly in front of me, which is really more in the direction I want to go. So maybe that's the best combination of track along with avoiding the heavier rain. Alrighty, we might get wet here in a minute. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you know what? We might not even get wet. I don't know. Alright. There goes nothing. Yeah, I bet I could have taken off 30 minutes earlier if it hadn't been cloudy at all. Alright, a little lower than I was shooting for. Oh, there's a raindrop. There's rain. Okay, that puts me on edge just a little bit. Not much though. I mean, not much rain. There was a couple drops and it's almost like there's one drop and then two drops and then maybe 100 drops, and now it's almost like that was it. Oh, I can even hear it. Oh yeah, it's rain. But I think it's going to be relatively short-lived here, because this cloud, row of clouds is going this way and I'm flying across it the short way. So yeah, I'm getting a little airplane cleaning here. Yeah, it's there, still really smooth. Yep, it's raining. Oh, a couple little bumps there. Even through the headset, I can hear the rain. Oh, and I got a drop or two coming in here because I'm not sealed up as well as I could be. I think that's it. I think I'm through it. Cool. That's it. I'm past it. And nothing in my path that I can see yet. As far out as I can see. Alright, well, I'm glad that experience was mild. I don't really want a major experience with clouds and rain. So that's just fine. Lots of space below these clouds, and I can see a long way, even though it's hazy. Leaky. That's Leaky I just flew over, and the airport is Real County or Real County. I don't know how they say it. All right, I'm cruising 2,400 RPM now. Oil pressure's good, oil temperature's good, 3,300 feet. A little bit smoother up here and cooler, so that's nice. Tired. Almost down to 3,000 here. This gives me a little distance between the clouds here. I could probably be higher, but that's fine.
Dimmitt County Cruiser Spring traffic, King Air 250 inbound from the east, runway 31, approximately 8 miles out. Any traffic, please advise.
Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, 10 miles to the northwest at 2,300 inbound for landing Castroville.
Castroville Municipal Airport. Automated weather observations. 1543. Zulu weather. Wind 020 at 7. Visibility 7. 3,600. Scattered temperature 30.
All right, so the wind, it'll be a right quartering crosswind, I guess.
Dimmitt County King Air 250 is lining up, 3 mile final, runway 31. Any traffic, please advise. Dimmitt County traffic.
I would advise you to buy low and sell high. Yeah, we got some poofies up there. Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, 4 miles to the northwest at 2,300. I'm going to orbit over the field at 2,300, then descend and join the pattern for landing Castroville. So I'm thinking I'm going to land 3/4. That'll be out that way, left teardrop, 45 for right downwind for 3/4. I think I got it. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Maybe. Alrighty. In Castroville. Let's see. So the field just south of the road.
Zero traffic, 744 miles on 5,000 feet, maneuvering 5 miles northwest of the area, 6 spiral, Taylor.
Let people know what I'm going to do. Where I'm at and what I'm going to do. So, this is the town right here. You can't even tell where the town is. I guess that's the town. That's Castroville. Nobody over there. That is the town of Castroville. And where's the airport? There it is. Yep. Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilos, orbiting the field at 2,300. Castroville. Back. I can say that. I can say Castroville. Nobody around, so it's not busy. Haven't heard anybody. 122.8, Castroville. And that's where I am, 122.8, good. Make sure I'm not doing anything stupid or crazy. Yeah, the software lists 2 runways for some reason. I don't know why. Yep, it's a right crosswind. Little bit stiff. So let's fly over the windsock now. We're in a minute. Little gusty up here.
Castroville traffic, Jabiru 781 Juliet, 8 miles to north, inbound Castroville.
Yeah, it's anywhere from down the runway to a right quartering crosswind. Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilos over midfield at 2,300 Castroville. Yep, and there's a segmented circle, so that tells you. Yeah, it's going to be right crosswind.
Liberty traffic, helicopter radar to Echo is 2 to the west at 2,000. Inbound for landing to the west hangars, Liberty.
Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo is going to maneuver for 45 for right downwind for 34 Castroville.
Castroville traffic, Jabiru 781 Juliet, 5 miles to north, 2,500, inbound for landing, Castroville.
Okay, so I need to come down to 18.
Amber Liberty traffic, helicopter radar to Echo is left downwind 34, turning left base, landing at the west hangars, Liberty.
Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilos on a 45 for a right downwind for 34 Castroville. Yeah, this could be fun. Or not really. Actually, I wonder if I can land on the grass. Castroville traffic, right downwind for Luscombe 1813 kilo, right downwind 34 Castroville. Looks like everyone lands on the grass, or a lot of people do. I think maybe I'm going to do that.
Castroville was established in 1844 by Henry Castro, an impresario of the Republic of Texas, who brought several dozen European families to the area from Alsace, a region in eastern France, and adjoining Baden, to populate his land grant along the Medina River, 20 miles west of San Antonio. For generations, the residents remained insular. In Castroville's first century, a visitor would be more likely to hear Alsatian than English.
Yeah, I'm kind of close here. Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, right base, runway 34, Castroville.
Castroville traffic, Jabiru 781 Juliet, 45 degree entry into right base, 34 Castroville.
Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, final 34 Castroville. Not nice, but not terrible. After 3 hours and not being a great crosswind lander, I'm totally okay with that. Totally okay. Cotton. Yeah, and a bird almost had a midair on short final. That probably could land in the grass. That might have been nicer. Castroville traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilos, clear of 34 Castroville.
Castroville traffic to every 781 Juliet, right base 34 Castroville. Castroville traffic to every 781 Juliet, final 35 Castroville.
Yeah, 3534, yeah, that's close enough. Oh, wait a minute. Jet A. What was that? Yep, there he comes. Crapola, tired. All right, over and out.
The pilot who followed me into Castroville had a Jabiru. I knew they made engines, but not planes. I admired it, and we chatted for a bit. The pilot's lounge at Castroville was sweet. Air-conditioned, nice bathrooms, tons of aviation-related reading material, a veritable aviation library, plenty of comfortable seating, a vending machine, and a variety of aviation-themed decorations. After refueling, I got a cold drink and relaxed in air-conditioned comfort for a few minutes before heading to San Marcos. Come back next week when I skirt San Antonio's Class C airspace and thread my way through storms to land at San Marcos Regional Airport.